So this show is about, so you think you're Italian.
Yes, I got that, Vince.
Okay, so now why do you think you're more Italian than me? Let's get back to the...
No, why do you think you're more Italian?
I didn't
First of
say
all-
that. You said that because you said I was
But I
born
am. I
there.
am more Italian than you.
But why? How could you say that for? I saw. How could you say that?
Vince, I was raised there. I was raised there. Were you raised there? Have you ever been to Italy? How could you say that you're more Italian than me?
But how
What
could
do
you?
you know about Italy?
Okay,
What
hold on a second.
What do you know? The
Hold on a
stories your
second.
dad tells you.
Yes.
So you
And
know
my
your,
nonna,
you
Bonana.
know your roots. You know your roots.
I love you, nonna.
He's an old soul, guys. He's an old soul. Just saying. You're an old soul. So maybe, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you are more than me because
Perfect.
your soul
Good. You're getting
is
it.
probably Italian.
There you go. So is my
Is
soul
that
connected
what
to
you're
me?
trying to say?
Well, look. I'm just telling you that every time I meet someone that has an Italian family,
Yeah, they can't believe that actually
No.
a Canadian could
they
talk
say,
like you and
"Oh,
act like that."
where were you born? What part of Italy were you born? When did you come here to Canada?" They don't believe that, I was here.
Well, I would never say that.
You would never say
Because
that. That's just because you know me.
No, I would never think you were Italian. When
Really?
the first time I met you,
Oh, really?
I didn't think,
Really?
I didn't
Wow.
think you.
Okay,
Oh,
we're not
you
gonna go
were-
that far back because I've known this soul too long.
I did
cats.
not think he was
No.
off the boat.
Okay, maybe not off the boat, but you didn't think
know
I was
what?
Italian?
I'm Canadian.
You didn't think I was
born
Italian?
here, but raised there. So, but I consider myself Canadian because I was born
Of
here.
course, we have
But
Canadian passports.
are
We're
saying-
here.
We're
Yes.
saying, why do I think I'm more Italian than you? Is because I did live there and I was raised there for like when I was like till 9.
Okay.
Okay.
But what
So
about
my-
just because
majority
you
of
were
my
raised
life-
there, but we have
wait,
this.
Majority of my life is like Canada,
Mhm.
but I feel as a child, wherever you start, that's your roots.
Mhm.
That's all you knew.
Right.
When I came here, I had to adjust to a lot of things.
Mhm.
I didn't know speak English.
Okay.
I understood it because I was smart. No, my mom used to speak English to my brother back home. And I used to try to pick it up. So I would understand, but I couldn't speak it. So it was
And what do you
hard.
think my first language was?
Dialect.
Italian.
Dialect.
Dialect and Italian. What's the difference?
There's a big difference.
What's the difference? So
Devi
just
parlare
because
per bene
oh, deve
italiano.
parlare per bene, just because it's proper
Se devi
Italian.
andare in Italia, devi parlare per bene.
Okay, but just because it's
Nessuno ti capisce.
But
Did you understand that?
yes, I did.
Oh, so you understand. You'll be a guy.
First of all, my parents spoke to me. Yes, my first language was Italian, specifically dialect.
Dialect.
But just because you went to Italy a little bit more than I did, it doesn't mean that makes you more Italian.
I lived there and I go
Everything
summer.
that has to do with Italian, I love it. I love the food. I love the culture. I love all the traditions. I love speaking it. So I don't understand why it makes you more Italian
You
than
just
me.
love Italian. That's okay. But it doesn't make you better. or
But
more,
is it because you feel more dominant because you're a woman and you feel more empowered that I'm Italian, I'm blonde, I'm beautiful, and that's why I'm more Italian than you?
No,
No, maybe
No.
you do.
no, because my character
Yeah.
is Italian
And what's my character?
and not Italian.
Not Italian in your eyes.
I know so.
How do you know
Because I know guys from Italy and they're not like you.
that? Guys from Italy. Yeah, but they lived there their whole life.
I'm
You did
sorry,
not live there your whole
but
life.
I am so sorry to break your heart.
Here we
Vince.
go. You cannot compare.
Italian men are not like you.
But you cannot. Well,
You're not the
I'm very
same.
unique.
You are
honestly.
an old soul. There's a difference. You're an old man's soul.
First of all, I'm gonna let that one go here for the sake of prolonging the show, going
He's
into a
an old-
different direction here because my co-host might be fired after today. Producers,
Do you
let's,
guys want
make
me
a note.
fired or do you want to see more of me?
So they
Come on.
live there.
They have to tell you that.
They live there. Of course, they
No, it's not
breathe
about
and
that.
eat and everything. So if they come here, they're gonna change.
No, they're not. Trust me, they're not gonna
they will
change.
change.
I know a lot of them
Yeah, they're gonna change.
that live here, and they're just don't change. There's something about them. I get along with them.
Mhm.
That's what I mean. Like Italian men are different.
Right.
They're totally different.
So you would
Like,
consider.
we understand each other. We're in the same level vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I just have to look at them. They get me. They get the way I am. Like, but people like you
Honestly,
they are different. They're not in the same vibe.
first of all, that makes absolutely no
Yes, because
sense. They get you. What does that
They
mean?
get
They
you because
get you.
I understand their language.
Yeah, they're Italian, so I understand their language.
Not like that, Vince. It's the way they
No,
they talk
see,
different. They talk
because-
different.
Of course, because they lived in Italy their whole life.
They talk different. Our lingo, or the way we act, the way we say things,
Okay, so let me ask you
are
this:
totally
why are
different.
you not in Italy? If you love Italy so much and you want to be Italian, why
You
aren't you?
know,
Why are you here for?
I'm gonna miss it this summer.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna miss it this summer. No, because if you were really Italian, you would have made a way to go as soon as all
Hey,
this.
I still have time, buddy.
You do have
I
time.
still have time,
You have
buddy.
lots of time,
So don't even
right? So you say all
you
this
don't
stuff.
know my project.
You still say all this
So you
stuff,
can't
but
say,
you're
I
here.
can leave tomorrow.
You can.
It's
Why
up to
don't
me.
you? If you're so
Nobody
Italian.
tells me where to go or where
Well,
not
you're
to
saying
go.
to yourself that you're
No.
more Italian than me, but yet you're always in Woodbridge. I can't leave Woodbridge. So you love being here. So you're not Italian. You're Canadian. You are more Canadian than Italian.
Yes, I am Canadian. I was born here,
Perfect.
Vince.
There you
I
go.
was born
Oh,
here.
here we go. Here's a Canadian in you now. Oh, we showed you a little Canadian in you. That's
No, it's not Canadian. It's
So-
Italian.
See, what you just described in the men, I would never describe in the women. Because if I see an Italian woman authentic, I can say like, oh my God, Madonna, she's Italian. She has this elegance, this grace, this beauty. It's so different than the Canadian, as they like to be called, the munja cakes, or, 5th-generation Canadians are a little bit different than, beautiful Italian
I didn't say
woman.
nothing wrong.
Right?
I said we're in the same
In
vibe.
the same language. I wouldn't
I
say that.
said we're
I
in the
would
same
say
vibe.
she's beautiful.
Vibe.
She's got a good personality, and that's great. I don't care if she's Italian or English. That's her character.
I said they're
Oh.
different.
We got a different
jealous?
language when I
You're
see to this
jealous.
guy. Absolutely
You're
not.
jealous.
Why would I be
You're
jealous?
You're jealous. I can smell Italian
Because-
men from far away.
Okay, well, that's good that you have that talent. That's good for you. You keep it wherever you want to keep it. But people are jealous when they're insecure about themselves, and I'm not.
Well,
Because
it sounds like you are.
here's the thing.
Because I
No.
didn't say nothing wrong. I said
Because here's the
we're
thing.
in the same vibe.
It doesn't
And
matter.
when I mean same vibe is
Right.
that we understand this language.
Okay.
I understand the way they talk, like their lingo.
Okay.
Everyone has a slang words.
Yeah.
The way what they like.
Okay.
It's mostly the slang words.
Right.
You get it.
Slang. And we don't have slang here?
Yeah, we have it, but I know theirs.
Okay, so you like Italian men better. Good. Go to Italy and live there. That's what I'm saying. So you are not more Italian.
Right,
Like if you were more Italian, you would be there, but you're
Look,
not.
There's more opportunities in Canada.
Right.
So-
So you like being more Canadian. There
I
you
am
go.
Canadian.
Okay, but
I am Canadian.
you're Canadian,
Let's get this straight. I'm
but
Canadian.
you portray yourself as this perfect, idealistic, Italian, powerful woman that I'm always right. Look at me. But yet you're still in Canada. You live in Woodbridge. And you think you're more Italian than me or everyone else. That's not right.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
think
you
I'm-
just said it.
I
Explain
said
yourself.
Then you.
Oh,
not
then
others.
me.
Then
Then
you.
me.
Let's get this straight.
Okay.
Then you.
Got
Okay?
you.
Not
Then her
people out there.
co-host.
Because you know what? There's another person like me out there.
Oh, that's
in
scary, guys.
Canada.
If you see another person like her, you better run away. That's scary.
No.
Anyway, I'm joking.
Ah.
But
I'm a.
look,
Yeah, I can't believe you even said that about me.
Look.
But anyway,
look.
What?
First of all, Sonia,
what is
this
it?
is TV.
What is it, Vince?
We're
Yeah,
live.
I get it. I'm
All right.
okay with it.
Okay, that's good.
I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm great. I like
But-
to share with
but
my friends.
This show is about honesty.
I am honest.
It's about purity.
How more
It's
honest
about
do you
off the
want me to
cuff.
get? How more honest?
No, but what I'm saying is I have to be honest as well. So don't get pissed Or don't get offended if I
who
say
got
something.
pissed?
You did. You're like, I can't believe you said that about me. And then you rolled your eyes, as and only Woodbridge could do this. God.
Or an
Like, oh,
Italian.
or Italian. Well, right? So, for the record, Sonia is not more Italian than me because
Okay, let him
her
believe
father
what he
and my
wants
father
to.
have the same traditions. We were raised by our father and our mother, who are about what? 10 minutes away from the town. We're about 10 minutes away from the town, 10, 15, 20 minutes around there. Depends if you walk, drive, or take the bike. But my
We were
point
not
is
talking
this.
about our parents. We're talking about you and I.
You and I. Na, 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 na. Anyway, sorry. Just a little 80s,
Guys,
90s,
just
way back.
tell him that he's not funny. You just want to like.
This
Tell him
episode is not about so you think you're funny. That's our other episode. So let's get with the program here. This is
I am
about
with the
so
program,
you
but
think you're Italian.
Stop. I'm more Italian than you, and that's it. It bothers
But why?
me.
It
It
doesn't
just
bother
bothers
me
you.
though. It doesn't bother
Okay?
me. I don't
just
compare
bothers
myself to anyone but myself and where I come from. And I am a strong believer in my roots and in my Italian
He's
heritage.
never been there, guys.
All right, here we go.
Do
Ready?
you believe he's more Italian than me?
Here we go.
He's never been to Italy, but he thinks he knows so much.
Why?
About Italy.
Why?
Because he was told a story.
You know, guys.
Like our grandparents tell us all these beautiful stories.
Right.
Yeah, I know them too.
So
babe.
do I act more
I know
Italian or
them
more
too,
Canadian?
And I actually lived some of it.
Okay, great.
I lived there
Right.
to see certain things.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
But you didn't.
Okay.
So I was in it.
Okay.
So yeah, if I'm in it, I feel more than you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But through my actions would be the exact same way as me living it.
Oh, because he's an actor, guys. He acts it. He hears a story
No.
and he acts it.
Because I love every bit of
because
it.
he heard the story and he acts it. Because you weren't there to experience that. You were not
Okay.
there
Look,
to experience
I will
those
give you
authentic,
that.
these old traditions. I was there. I watched them. Like, I don't want to. Like, it's sad to say, but kill the pig and eat it.
I saw that.
And that.
I saw it here. The traditions
It's
moved on to
different.
here.
It's different.
I
It's
saw
not
that. The
the same.
tradition,
It's not the same, my friend.
Chignale.
It's not the
I
same.
seen it. I
Yeah,
went.
they-
We kill it. We do the whole tradition with the pot.
Yeah.
You boil it.
Yeah.
You skin it.
It's
My
the
mother skinned chickens in her basement.
Oh, me too.
So what's
I
the
skinned them.
difference?
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I
okay.
skinned them and I cooked them and
I
I,
helped my
prepared them.
dad.
I helped my dad and my mom. Absolutely.
Okay.
Rabbit? Did you ever skin rabbit? Did you ever skin duck?
I don't touch rabbits.
Oh, rabbit. Okay, so then I did a little bit more than you.
Yeah. It's a competition.
It's not a
It's a
competition, guys.
competition here.
It's just
It's
about
definitely a competition, my
Look,
friends.
at the end of the day.
He can't handle it. He doesn't want to admit it. He was an actor. He wants to like just pretend.
I'm gonna be honest with
He
you.
paints a picture of it, and that's okay.
When you hear the tarantella,
you're okay. When I hear the tarantella,
what happens to you?
I start dancing it.
Before you start dancing.
I have it in the blood, Vince.
When I hear the tarantella,
Oh,
my hairs they go up.
yeah,
It's
because
like
he's an
really
actor.
bad.
He has to.
Oh yeah, so I train my hairs to go up when I hear the tarantella. They go up,
I get
pupilo, como
happy.
si
I
arts.
feel the music. I get like them.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Well, that
know
happens
it.
to me.
I know it. I've danced it there.
So have I.
You've never been to Italy.
No, I've danced it
Where
here.
have you danced it?
I've danced it in other cities.
Yeah?
around
In the-
Toronto,
Did
around
you?
Canada.
Doesn't matter, Vince. You have to dance it in the park,
Look,
in the piazza.
the only thing that you have is that you've been to Italy a little bit more than I have.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah,
But the
that's
stories, the traditions,
Yeah.
the
okay.
respect, the language, I have it all.
La 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 la
Okay,
la.
You know. All right. How about this? Are you traditional or you're not? Or have you modernized everything?
But even in Italy, they're modernized.
I don't exactly because even in Italy they're not
You're
Italian
old.
anymore.
You're old.
No.
He's so old.
You got to keep with your traditions. That's what traditions is about.
Oh.
And as soon as you lose that, your kids and their kids and their kids, and then there's no such thing as I'm Italian, I'm Spanish, I'm Greek. It's all one, which is good. But
I'm traditional to a certain extent.
I believe
I'm
traditions should be brought forward. That's what
Yeah.
makes a culture beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking down any other traditions or culture because I love them all. And I want to learn about other ones.
I didn't say I am.
Why do
traditional.
most
Yes,
kids
I am
these days
traditional.
don't call their firstborn by the father's name? Why?
There's some that do and some that
Some
don't.
that do, some that don't. So if you're really Italian and you want to keep the tradition alive, I think you should.
I'm sorry, but I don't have kids.
I'm just
And I
saying.
didn't have the opportunity to
I'm
do
just,
that.
I'm not saying
you
you.
can't even say that
I'm
to
saying
me,
the average.
because I would do it for the respect of my father-in-law.
Perfect. That's awesome.
I would do it.
Beautiful.
Some
Excellent.
people don't.
So there you go. So we actually
But-
agreed on one thing. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Oh my god. You
but
know,
if the family
honestly,
doesn't use it,
I think we got to cut to a commercial break.
if
What
the
do you
family
think?
doesn't
Because
use it,
honestly,
let me
Sonia,
finish.
no, because you're not making any sense right now.
I'm saying if the family doesn't use the tradition
Right.
of the name,
Mhm.
it's okay to not call it that.
Exactly. And you
So-
would be okay with that.
Of course I would.
So you would disrespect your
That's
father
not-
or your father-in-law to
my
be.
father. Not my father.
Sorry,
It's not-
your father-in-law
not-
to be, because it's from the man's.
Yeah.
Because for me, a name is a name. But if I
But
know
why
that I'm
if they
traditional,
don't use it, if they don't use it in their
Yeah,
family,
right? Because they're not Italian.
why will no? They're
They're not
Italian,
Italian.
but they
Well,
don't use
then
it.
they're
Maybe
not
they're from the
traditional.
north. Maybe they don't use it.
That means they're
then.
not Italian.
No, it doesn't mean that.
That means that they're less Italian.
No, you're from Sedano. That's why you're like that.
No, because
You-
I just said keep the traditions alive. And as soon as the first child stops it, it breaks. That's it. Done. Because now you're teaching your kids that it's okay not to do that.
Honestly, if they don't use it, it's fine. It's really fine. It's not the end of the world.
That's all I'm saying.
Vince,
That's what makes you
have to go
Italian.
with the
That's
time. You
what
have to go
keeps
with the
it
time.
traditional.
guess what?
Because you have to
You-
honor your
where you-
mother and
Wait
father.
a sec, but where
Senza
you-
che papà modo
Hold
tuo,
on.
sempre testa tua.
Wait
What
a
I just
sec.
basically said, she always wants to
Wait
do
a
it in her
sec.
way, in her head.
Hold on.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Where you want, you don't have you're modern. But where you want, I'm traditional.
What do you mean where I want to? No, I'm traditional down the line.
So you're tradition all the time.
When I can be. Yeah.
When he can, guys. So
If I physically
you're not
can't, I mean, if I
totally-
physically can't.
totally
Okay, so
tradition.
give me
So-
an example.
Have you changed your ways on how your dad raised you and you raise your children?
I bring that forward to my kids.
Okay. Everything? Because I know if I had to get a pinch, my mom would have gave me a pinch.
Okay,
If
but
I had to get a slap, I know my mom would have gave me a
right.
slap.
However,
Okay?
but that's
And-
society changed, not my traditions.
which it's okay. I don't it didn't kill me. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
It just made
Okay.
me stronger.
Okay.
But what my point is
What's your point?
that nowadays you can't even touch your kids.
You can't, but that's what I'm
You
trying
can't
to
do
tell
nothing.
you.
So where is their tradition?
But I still teach them.
If I had a child, if I had to slap them in the butt, I would still do it.
Got you. That's
Okay?
fine.
I'm not hurting them. I'm just slapping
That's
them in the butt.
fine.
I think it's okay. That's a tradition. You touch, but I'm saying you don't follow because nowadays you don't do that.
But that's hold
There-
on. They're talking about discipline.
Yeah.
Traditions and
Everything
discipline is a
there's
little bit different.
tradition, discipline. It's
All right.
how you're raised. We're talking about how you're raised as well.
Exactly.
It's not just traditions.
We're
We're
talking
talking
about
about
this
how
show
you're
is so
raised.
you think you're Italian.
Exactly.
What
So
makes you Italian?
Italians will give you a slap and they won't care.
Right, but like I said, you have to go with society right now. And if you
oh,
could,
now you have to go with
No,
society.
but if I,
when he wants it,
No,
he
no, no.
is. When he's not,
but that's not tradition. That's a discipline factor.
Vince, I'm talking
Tradition
about
is this:
everything. I'm talking about Italian.
is food,
Italian use
dance.
it.
Okay, you know what? This is really
We will
gotta
never
cut.
see eye to
We
eye.
gotta go to commercials
We will
because
never.
I'll tell you what, my co-host here is
You gotta
stubborn.
love me.
She's stubborn, and we're gonna get back to this.
I'm not stubborn.
And at the end of the day, look, I still love you. I love everyone. I have absolutely no hate bone in me. You could live in Whopbridge.
He's so
You could live in Barrie. You could live in the ghetto of downtown Kensington Market, which, by the way, they got some very good crystals down there. But anyway, I don't care because I look at someone. If you're a good person, you're a good person. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. If you
Yeah,
want
but
to be
judged
traditional,
Me. You judged me.
No.
today. You judged me because I live in Woodbridge.
Today's conversation was North York from Woodbridge, so you have to give me. I didn't judge you.
Well,
I just
don't
said
know anybody
I gave you
really
stats.
I don't know that many people.
Okay, but I gave you stats. I didn't tell you. I didn't judge.
But
Producer,
you know.
did I judge or did I just say stats today?
Okay.
I said Stats Canada, and I said, and this is my based on my opinion. I did
But
not say,
I don't know too
Sonia,
many people.
I think you're like this.
But I don't know too many people.
I provided some examples.
Yeah, but
Thank
I
you.
don't know where. Like I don't know too many people where you're from.
But just based on.
But I don't know them, so I can't even say anything. But I did say I think the ones that.
Okay, exactly. Are you too good to get to know people in Toronto? That's a good thing from the producer.
No,
Exactly. Thank you,
it's
Mr.
not
Producer.
that.
Yeah. I hear your opinion
No,
on that.
I don't go out much, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't go out much. and
Okay, maybe you should.
I'm actually a very friendly person. I talk to everybody.
Okay,
You can
okay.
ask anybody. So
Okay. But they have to. They got to be Italian, of course.
no,
Yeah,
actually
they gotta be.
I don't even go there because I have Jamaican as best friend.
Yes.
I have a lot of different
But
cultures
what? Yes.
as friends. So
Okay.
I'm not
But
like
the
that.
conversation
It doesn't
today
have
is.
to be Portuguese, anybody.
But-
I'm friendly. I look at people if they're good people, good
Mhm.
souls. I look at their souls.
Right.
Now, if they're mean and they can harm me, obviously I don't want to.
Of course, nobody wants that.
Oh,
But we're talking about-
Giusta.
But I'm a juice.
I don't.
Was that calabrese or is that proper time? We got the
That's
slide
actually
studio.
dialect.
Oh, it's dialect. Oh, so you actually spoke dialect. So that was more natural than the Italian.
That was
So-
more natural.
Yeah, the dialect was more natural. So you were poking at me and
That was
putting me
not more
down
natural.
because you're like, if you go to Italy and you speak the dialect, they're
It's
gonna
true.
judge you.
It's true.
So why'd you just speak the dialect?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because that was your originally
No,
first
no,
tongue.
Vince.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
You know what? He always
Shoot,
has to be right.
you know why?
And
She
that's
crazy.
fine.
She crazy.
That's fine.
I don't always have
So
to be right.
I will give him that because you know what? He'll cry later.
It's my burden. I could cry if I want. No, listen.
No, it's the truth.
It's
Vince.
not the truth.
It's so true.
All right. I
It's
am.
so true.
I will
It's so
always be true wherever
You
I
like to
go.
Poke and poke and poke.
No, I
Keep
don't.
on poking. It doesn't work.
I
with
think
me.
we should go to commercial
With
breaks.
the Calabrese girl, it doesn't work.
Excuse me. I don't try to be anybody else than myself. You either like me or you don't. Simple.
Right now?
And to be honest with
want
you,
me to answer that?
most people do like me.
You really want me to answer that right now?
I didn't ask you a question. I just said you either like me or you don't. I didn't ask you, do you like me
Oh,
or
good.
do you not like me?
Benamar.